taking a chance. Telling me to dance, 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 taking a chance.
Welcome to Live with Leaman Murray, September edition. I think that background noise is okay, guys?
Yep.
Nothing too crazy. Everyone can still hear. We got 9 people on. We got 1 thumbs up. If you are currently on with us, let us know you are here. Let's go over to the comments and see who we have so far. So we have Renee, we have Hannah, we have Kelly, and Amy. Hi, everybody, and thank you for tuning in. Again, tell us who you are. Let us know you're here. Share if you could. You can either do a watch party or just share it. And also give us some love. So there's a heart button and a thumbs up button. Don't do the mad button because everybody's always like, ooh, I wonder if we're girls. But just show us some love and help us spread it out to the universe. Della's here. Hi, Della. Rebecca. Good crowd. So we got 11 people watching. So for anyone who doesn't know what we are doing, we are live with Leaman Murray. We are Leaman Murray Real Estate Group, Keller Williams. And every month we have a little, I don't know what you want to call this, talk show, a little
soiree,
little evening, soiree. We do a show and we talk to some people in the community, business owners around the community here in Nova Scotia. And we have a little bit of fun and we give away some prizes and spin our wheel. All right. So Melissa's going to put the link up. And the way it works is, for anyone who's new, if you did not win last time, your name's still in. If you did win, you got to re-enter. So there's the link. We are currently live on both Facebook, and so on our Facebook business page and on YouTube. We're trying to get LinkedIn right now. I saw that was a new option to kind of throw it out to the LinkedIn world, but for now, just YouTube and Facebook. So yeah, that'd be great. We are going to, we have a couple new faces. So usually we have me, Melissa, and Trish on. But for the month of September, we have 2 of our other agents. So why don't I let each of you introduce yourself. So everybody knows me. I'm Angela Leaman Murray Real Estate Group, and I'm one of the team leads. And then we have Melissa.
I'm here every month.
Yeah, she is our
as well.
Our client care and our AKA all around everything assistant. She does listing coordination. She does transaction coordination. She does all our marketing. She is our first impressions. So she's front desk at our office. I mean, really, she's everything, right?
I will say, without Melissa, I would have less hair and likely a larger belly.
Absolutely. Melissa's fantastic. All right. Okay, so who else do we have? You guys want to introduce yourself? Andrew, you want to go first?
I'll let Simon go first.
Simon, you go first.
All right. Well, I'm Simon Hintza. I've been part of the Leaman Murray family now for the last 2 years. I've had a really, really good time with that. I'm new to real estate, growing my business, and just really enjoying the ride of learning every day.
Awesome. And Andrew?
Yeah, Simon's doing great, I will say. The last 2 years, he's grown his business doubling almost every year. It's been fantastic to see him grow. I'm Andrew Murray. I like to jokingly call myself Patient Zero, as I am the first and most senior member of the team, starting about 12 years ago. Met Angela back in 2014. We became a team in 2015, 2016, and we worked together.
Met in 2014, eh?
We met in 2014. Oh, no, we met in 2013. Sorry. That was a long story. We're not getting into that.
No, actually, we met in 2013. I started real estate in 2013.
Yeah, sorry. Met in 2013. Became friends in 2014. Started this team in 2015, 2016. But anyways, in any case, it's been a long ride. It's been fun. We've met a lot of people, have some great people working with us, lots of clients, and it's been an interesting experience that it's been a good time.
Awesome. All right. So what we're going to do, we got Kelly on. Hi, Kelly. Who else? What's everyone saying? Hey, girl. All right. So we are first off going to spin the wheel, give away a prize. Everyone enjoys that. And then we have a special guest on, and Andrew will talk to our guest for a little bit. And then, of course, some more prizes. And then Simon has some trivia for everybody. So again, make sure that you go in and enter yourself into the contest. If you don't remember if you're in there, you can just either ask Melissa here on the comments, or just put your name in anyways. And the system will only let us put it in once. So it's not like it's going to be a duplicate. All right. So without further ado, let's give away the first prize. All right. Melissa, our wheel.
I'll bring up the wheel. Okay, let's do our first spin.
Yeah, baby.
Who do we have? William Brown. Excellent. Okay. Winner number 1. I feel like we just did this.
I know, but like it was, I guess, a month ago.
All right, Lillian. So you guys see my wheel up here? See, Trish isn't here, so I got to put my wheel up on my office cubby.
I know, I think Trish forgot about it.
Possibly. Well, it's not really. Well, it's not her month anyway, so maybe she decided to take a break, right?
True.
All right. Okay, so to start the night off, you have won a HomeSense winner and Marshall's card. I just call them winner cards.
Love winners.
Winners gift card.
I go every weekend.
So just to let everybody know what we do have on the wheel, right now we have winners. We have either Apple or Google cards. We have our guest speaker. We have a gift card from our guest speaker, who is Bent Ridge. We have Starbucks, NSLC, McDonald's, and our Happy Cards. And you can get, there's like every different kind of Happy Card. There's kids, there's teens, there's for her, for him, for everything. I think there's an all-in-one Happy Card. There's everything. And then the Ultimate Dining Card, which has like Swiss Chalet and Montana's, Seaside Mario's, Harvey's, all that good stuff. There's a couple others on there, but are the ones that are the biggest. So that's what we have on tonight to win. And if anyone remembers last month, if you hit the LM, if we hit the LM before we pick a name, we will draw again, and whoever's name it is, they get an extra special card. So I have a couple big ones. I have a couple $50 cards in here. I have a $100 card to something. I can't remember what it is.
Gosh, that would be big.
Wouldn't that be great? So if the LM gets chosen, then the next person's name, they get the gift card and they still get to spin. So I mean, you could be walking away with, $125 potentially, just from your one spin. And it happened twice last month. And I was going on how the LM has never been chosen and
over a year.
And then last month, twice the LM got chosen. So Melissa asked me tonight, what if the LM gets picked again? I said, well, I guess I'm giving away more money.
What's really funny is that before Jessica became an agent, she and her husband won almost constantly.
Yeah,
oh my God, right? Everybody else was probably happy about that. Because everybody else has a chance to win now, because you're right. Jessica won like every week. I swear.
Turkey dinners, gift cards to fancy restaurants, the list goes on.
Oh, we should do that.
I remember this one last year. She cleaned up with the turkey dinner and everything.
Yeah.
She got like 2 or 3 prizes.
Yeah, I think we'll do that. I think for December, maybe we'll do not just some gift cards, but we'll do some baskets. And I really enjoyed that Christmas dinner. So I think I might do that again this year. What do you think, Andrew? You think we should do the Christmas dinner again?
I think that's a solid. Yep, I would totally agree.
I like that idea too.
Not much chitter chatter from anybody in the group tonight. What do you guys think? What do you think we should give away for the December live? Anybody have any opinions? we'll let you guys.
Sorry.
Okay.
That was me.
So it's 7:13. We have some answers starting to come in. Food.
So I guess the turkey dinner.
Fantastic. That's a great answer, Renee. Food. Maybe Toys R Us gift basket. Oh, that'd be okay. Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. So that's what we'll do. Maybe we'll make the prizes a little bigger for December. And we'll I don't know, we'll have to think about it. Maybe we'll do
If we have a lot of cutting boards, we can give away cutting boards.
Oh my God, even cutting boards. Lint chocolate basket, Walmart. Yeah, that's definitely something we could do. If anyone has a business that they would love us to support, give us a shout. Give Melissa a shout. clientcare@leamanmurray.ca, and we might be able to help you out and put something on for our December live with Leaman Murray. And there's her email there. Okay, so it is 7:15, which means it's time for our guest speaker. All right. Jamie's face.
Oh,
Jamie.
Jamie.
Are you gonna bring like the dump truck and like what are they gonna win?
How's that gonna work?
Give away all your junk for free by throwing it in my bin.
Oh my God. All right. So put my music up a little
It's the
bit.
experience, Andrew. He's selling the experience.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Miller
Or
Wade.
just change your tire for free.
Okay. All right. So how do we want to do this? Let's bring Glenn on. And there we go.
Mr. Dodge.
Not sure he knows he's on yet.
Maybe he doesn't.
Glenn.
Is he moving?
No, I think it's frozen.
Okay. There we go. Mr.
There we
Dodge.
go. I don't know if you can hear. Can you hear us?
Hi, I can't hear you guys.
Oh, we can hear you.
Okay.
Can you hear us now?
One second.
Technical difficulties.
Oh,
All right, we're pretty small. Let me see if we can.
if you go to another one. No, like
Oh, not that one. That's all me.
That's not bad. No.
That one there.
that one.
All right. I'll start this up here. Sure.
All right. So I'm going to take a break. I'm going to go down. Andrew, you think you got this?
Oh, just one second. I think
I got this.
Is that what that is?
Melissa, who wants to stay on?
Me, Melissa, and Simon can stay on.
I can volunteer. I'll stay.
You've been voluntold.
You could go down. I'll stay up.
All right.
Can you hear us now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Excellent.
Perfect.
Great.
And Glenn, you haven't aged a day.
Pardon me?
Not aged a day.
What, since yesterday?
Oh, yeah. Or, yeah, the last 5, 6, 7 years.
Well, thank you.
You're
So
welcome.
you have, put my glasses on for a moment, have acquired a beard, quite substantial, I say.
Oh, yes. No, I'm a hardcore Viking at this stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I excel at axe throwing as well.
All right, so we start at 7:30, is it?
No, now, if you'd like.
We're starting right now. Fantastic.
Yeah, we're live.
We are live.
So just to give everyone a background, Glenn and his family have been long-term clients of mine and ours since, I think, 2012 at this point, eh, Glenn?
Yeah.
I first met them. They had a property on Huron Street back in the day. And then, we sold his father's house on Berlin and then another one on Vaughan. And they've been incredibly supportive of us. And we'd like to give as much support to them, too, as well, with regards to their business venture in Windsor and anything else as well. They throw the best parties in the world, many of which I do not remember. So I will say that Glenn has been a fantastic supporter of our team and our brand in particular. He's always a hoot, never a dull moment to have a good conversation with, and an incredible entrepreneur and a very hard worker. So I'll take it from here and say, Glenn, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself that I have not already touched on?
Well, that's pretty much the whole story. I throw good parties and no. Long time, lifetime resident of Halifax, still am. The business that I have is in Windsor. I still live here in Halifax. As you mentioned, grew up on the peninsula. Spent my whole life there. Actually, almost 55 years on the same street, on Berlin Street. I recently moved from there, but have had a number of occupations over the years, a few different businesses, restaurants, tennis facility, now the winery, and have done a number of other things, from the arts to flying to sales and so on and so forth over the years.
I did not know about the flying.
Yeah, a commercially rated pilot, though I don't think I ever made any money at it.
Oh, okay. I'll take your word on that one. Yeah. So your business, you've had many, of course, as you just mentioned. But why don't you tell us about your crown jewel, the one over in Windsor at Bent Ridge, and what do you do there? What do you serve? What do you provide? I know we've experienced one thing. We went glamping for our second anniversary last year. It was an unusually chilly August evening. It was still very cool, literally and figuratively. So give us a shout about Bent Ridge and what everything you do there.
So Bent Ridge is a winery and vineyard built on family land. My mother was Daniels, and they were what were referred to as New England planters. They came up in 1780 and were given a grant of land that was a mile wide and 5 miles long, from the Avon River up over where Martock is, up over top that hill back to some lakes there. It was Acadian land that had been taken away from them. And they settled there. It's all dike land in behind and so on that the French had built a very long time ago. And they still farm that land and still own some of it. I purchased a large portion of it about 14 years ago and put the vineyard in. It was just an empty field at that point in time. And since then, we've built a winery. As you mentioned, we have glamping on an adjacent lot close to the winery. And this year, we just opened a wedding or event pavilion, which seats up to about 150 people. It has its own kitchen and bar, completely self-sustained. And it is about 500 feet away from the winery, in between the winery and the apple orchard. Beautiful location. We've done a number of events there this summer and extremely well received.
Excellent. Very excellent.
Sounds like something we could do for a client event.
Yes, actually, we're having, there is another real estate company that is doing a event there, I think in a couple of weeks, on a Wednesday afternoon, certainly coming in for lunch.
You're making me jealous, Glenn.
But we also have a restaurant in the winery. We serve maybe call it an Italian South American mix of food that we do there. A very large wood burning pizza oven. We have an Argentinian parrilla, which is a grill. Every Thursday night we do a different selection of meat or fish. The meats we get all from Olton's, just down the road from us. And I think tomorrow evening, it's always Thursday evenings, is salmon. So those are very well attended and usually sell out. And the menu consists of pizzas and pastas and boards and salads, appetizers, etc.
I'm a victim of one of your boards, unfortunately. I
Yeah.
find those. So you mentioned you purchased it 14 years ago, along with your other business experience and other professional enterprises. So what led you to want to buy that portion of land to start the vineyard in the first place? Because I met your acquaintance, first of all, 10 years ago. So I knew you were planning or like doing something at the time.
Yeah.
But, what was the motivation behind it? What made you really want to start doing what you're doing now?
I guess the simple answer is I like wine, but was a little more complicated than that. I'll tell you, the house, when I bought the house on Berlin Street, which would have been is 25 years ago, I wanted to build a wine cellar in the basement, which I did, which was a very sort of antiquated, rustic wine cellar. And my plan was to buy and put down expensive wines, and at dinner parties I would go down and select these, but I'd buy them on Friday, they'd all be gone by Sunday. So that plan wasn't working very well. So I thought, well, I'll make my own wine, and then I can save this stuff for special occasions. And I started off making cheap wine kits, and they were horrendous. And so I moved to more expensive ones, and they were only a little bit better. Then I started buying juice and grapes from different places, and grapes from here locally. And the wine was getting better. That way you can kind of control what you're doing. It's not all set out for you. And then a few years into that, I decided that on this piece of land, or adjacent to where it is, which at the time my cousin owned, I asked him if I could put in a small vineyard. There's only 500 plants, excuse me. And I started making wine from that, and it got increasingly better. Because again, you can control the maturity and what you're growing and so on and so forth. And I thought, well, maybe I'll go commercial, and maybe down the road I can build a winery there. So it would have been 13 years ago that vineyard was planted, and in 2017 we built the building itself, the winery, and it has just continuously expanded as I've tried to. At the beginning, it was supposed to be a winery that just served some pizza. That was the intent, and you just follow whatever your market wants. And now we are a booming restaurant with a winery and brewery attached to it. So it has come around to the other side. Where really what we're doing, it's now as much about the food as it is about the wine. It's as much about the vibe and the location and the views and everything else as it is the wine. So,
Okay. No,
yeah.
speaking of the wine itself, the business model has been fantastic. I've watched it for quite some time. But one of the coolest things about your business, and it might seem superficial, but the shape of the bottles. You told me the story once, and I haven't asked since, but you mentioned something about a French manufacturer that you bought them in large quantities. And
Yes.
So tell me about that story. Why the bent? Obviously, the bent part, I get that, but how does that happen?
Well, I had searched really all over the world for the proper bottle, and there were two. There's one in Italy that is slightly curved, and then this one from France, from manufacturer in France, that makes these bottles, and they are getting hard to get with shipping costs now and so on, and just the shortage in glass and so on and so forth. Bottles are getting very difficult to. There's my daughter, and but the bottles are getting very difficult to get, especially anything that's unique. So we're having a little problems replacing these at this point.
Okay. Do you have an alternative?
Phenomenal bottles, though. Very, very,
Yeah, they're very cool.
unique.
They're super cool. It's something that adds to the experience for sure.
Yes.
I think.
Yes, we've tried to find as many bent things as we can. So,
Well, I have one of your bent glasses, the blue and white
Yeah.
ones in our or not a fridge, our cupboard, sorry, that we've not used yet. But I bought it for the recognition of sorts, to say the least.
yes, yeah, and those come from Mexico.
Mexico, cool. Is
Yeah.
there a potential that you could find a manufacturer for these bent bottles in Mexico, or is that kind of something you've already looked
No, well, here's the thing with bottles is, probably, Mexico produces a lot of glass, a lot of bottles. China is the biggest producer of glass bottles, but a minimum order is 200,000 bottles.
Woo.
It would take me many, many years to fill and sell. I don't know what I would do with them. I'll have to sit out in the parking lot. And there's generally with $30,000 to $40,000, as they call it, a plug for the form for it, what's up. So to get into having a new bottle manufactured would be, somewhere in the $300,000 to $400,000 range just to get started. So it is a little,
That would be challenging.
challenging. Yeah.
My next question for you, Glenn, is Angela told me this on our first anniversary, which we also used to venture out to your establishment as well. The story about you and your brother, in terms of the story behind the bent nail.
Yeah.
If you would elaborate on that, it's far too small to read at this point, but if you'd like to elaborate on that with your radio voice, that'd be awesome.
So when we were kids, and the brewery that we have there, and we do produce all of our own beer, which I've got a new brewmaster who is fabulous, and he's producing some fantastic beers. People are just raving about them. So this is one of the things that we always wanted to do, and without sort of genderdizing the wine and beer, quite often wineries are something that ladies like to do, and brewers are something that guys like to do, and we thought we would put all of that together under the same roof. When we were kids, my father, who let's say was a very frugal man, wanted to build a cottage up the Northumberland Strait, which we still have, and he didn't want to buy nails, so he would get old lumber that had nails in it and burn it, take nails out. And my brother and I spent a whole summer with a hammer and a brick sitting in the driveway straightening nails for him. So there was you get very tough thumbs and forefingers when you're 10 years old doing that. So that's where
my favorite story.
And so the winery, or the cottage, is actually called the Bent Nail. People found out about this and named it for him. So
that's excellent. That's an excellent story. It's funny, actually, because having worked for you and your brother, he first introduced himself on our first time there, and he had no idea who we were because, of course, we'd never met.
Right.
And we're like, oh, by the way, we're Andrew and Angela. He's like, oh my God, welcome to our fine restaurant here. Thank you for coming, and nice to make your acquaintance. So that was a very cool round circle in that case. But
yes, yeah,
very cool story. So you mentioned a few challenges with the bottles. Have there been any other challenges in terms of like the climate or anything else at Bent Ridge that's not turned out quite well? Or
actually, the climate as it changes is becoming more conducive to winemaking. We are in a part of the world where our temperatures have increased considerably over the last 40 years. Since 1985, we now have what we call these grow degree days. They're over 10 degrees Celsius, and you add them up over the time of your growing season. And in 85, we would average about 800 grow degree days growing season. We're now well over 1,250, and that's just in 40 years. And our growing season is a month longer than it used to be. So we're able to produce much better red wines than we could when this industry first started 40 years ago. There are challenges. There's, when you get too much rain, or you get a late frost in the spring or early frost in the, that's just agriculture, farm.
Yeah.
Deal with that. Our biggest challenges right now are finding staff. There's a lot of heavy labor involved in this business, and to try to find people to do that has become really difficult since the pandemic. Of course, all industries now are having challenges with staffing, but hospitality industry, farms, and this sort of thing are really having a problem of trying to get their crop out. And so I have a few people. We have been bringing people over from a few people from the Philippines that have come over, and they're going to become permanent residences, and they're wonderful employees and very capable. And so that might be the trend for the next few years, trying to get people to work. But that's the biggest challenge that we have right now is finding people to work.
Yeah,
I think everybody's having that challenge.
Yeah.
Yep, definitely.
But the good news is you've already learned to adapt, so you're able to fill that plug, so to speak.
Yeah, and it's a well, I can't say it's a small operation anymore because we keep adding stuff to it.
No,
Yeah,
I definitely, it's not a small operation anymore.
no, and we had a wedding in our new pavilion this last Saturday, and plus an extremely busy day, packed all day. And so we have this big wedding was about 100 people, and then we have another smaller tent just out in front of the winery that we use for bus tours or larger groups and this sort of thing. It was full all day, and the restaurant was full all day. I think we probably put 450 people through there. But we're bringing staff back and forth from one location to another, and then there's somebody that takes care of all the glamping stuff, and she's got to come in and wash dishes or help out in the kitchen, and I'm working the winery, and they're calling me, or the pavilion, and they're calling me saying we need some help down here, and I'd come down and host for a little while and clear some tables, and so you're just it was nuts, but that's a good problem to have. But,
Absolutely. I mean,
yeah.
it was crazy the last couple times we were there, and that was without all this other stuff.
Yeah.
And that was also during 2020 and 2021 when barely anyone was partaking.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's still busy.
The volume was not nearly what it would be now.
Yeah, and as you know, we have my cousin's U-pick there, the Daniel's U-pick.
Yeah.
You know, on these Saturdays and Sundays through September and October, he can put 600-700 people through there in a day.
Oof.
And of course, they see the restaurant and think, oh, that would be a great idea to go get something to eat while we're here. And we are just inundated with people on those.
And I think the big thing, at least for me, is the restaurant looks so unique, right?
Yeah.
Like you can go, there's restaurants all over the place, but it is so unique. You literally feel, like for me personally, I literally feel like I'm in some Tuscan village, you know, like it really gives off that feeling that you're somewhere in Italy. And
especially since May, like we can now appreciate your recreation of that Italianate feel, having been in Italy ourselves. We got back in June, but
oh yes, yeah,
in Rome and in Naples and Messina, like the manner in which you designed that place was so effectively accurate. It's almost crazy. Like it was so spot on. It's extremely well done.
We have a photo of that. Melissa, is it still, you still got that up? That picture you just got a second ago.
Yeah, there's, you know, I think different people go into
like this one.
Yeah, there we are. And that was taken. I think I took that with my cell phone from my car, just leaving one time last fall. This is the leaves here.
And this is just a little snapshot. You have, you know, the entire orchard and everything.
Yeah, as you're coming down from the Clockmakers Inn, which is where Glenn recommended we stay on our first anniversary, the approach from that particular highway towards Bent Ridge, you see it at the crest, and you're like, wow, that is really impressive. It looks like something of note. And then you get closer and closer and closer, and it just gets even better. It's almost like seeing something from Hollywood, frankly.
Yeah, it's interesting because you know, different people go into business for different reasons. You know, there is the idea of having independence. There's the feeling that you might make a whole lot of money at some point in time, though that usually takes many, many years, as people realize when they go into business. I think one of my main reasons for doing this is to create something, that where people really feel comfortable. You know, so many people will say, I feel like I've gone away on a little mini vacation, or the word magical is used a lot. And those are the things that's the biggest reward, is that people see it in the same way that I tried to design it. They get what I was trying to do. I designed every last aspect of this business, every detail, from the tile to the shutters to the bathrooms and so on and so forth. And I'm fortunate enough to have the skills that I was able to build it myself too. So it was me and 3 other guys that built it. And it's incredibly rewarding when people recognize that what I was trying to create and appreciate that. So
Well, on top of creation too, I will say that having been there a number of occasions, whether it's to purchase product or whether it's to have the experience, full, small, medium sized, your staff, I don't know how you vet them so well, but they're incredible people. Your
yeah,
daughter is one of the better ones, but
yeah. I guess I'm lucky in that way. It's hard to find enough of them. We're always, and I'll tell you, this time of the year, and I always have to keep reminding them that, come November, they cut the customer tap off. It's very slow in November, of course, before the ski hill opens. Again, for those who don't know, we're open all winter. We're right across from Martok. That front sunroom or solarium all gets glassed in. There's a wood burning fireplace in there, and it's a very different vibe, but it's very cool in its own way. So at that time of the year, it's busy enough, January, February, March, but it's hard to keep convincing people that, yes, I know you're working 50 hours a week and you're tired, but this is when we make our money. So
Just keep going.
yeah, just keep going. Yeah, it's pretty wild.
So your restaurant's open all year round, which means people could go up, spend the day at Martok, come have a bite to eat, and enjoy.
Yeah, we have a lot of families, that'll come in at 4:30 after a day of skiing, or we'll have moms or dads that have dropped their kids off for ski school, and we'll come over with a book and have a glass of wine, sit in front of the fire, or the senior skiers are always there very early in the morning, and then once the kids show up, they come off the hill and they'll come over for something to eat, sit in front of the fire. So it's a very different in the wintertime, but it's pretty cool there as well.
Yeah, we haven't been there in the winter yet, but I think we might have to.
yeah, and also to let you know, Glenn, a few people on our backroom chat that you may not see have commented that they would love to come and visit or try it for the first time. They knew about it, but they didn't realize it was this extensive. So that's good publicity in that sense. But I'm glad
we have Debbie Thompson says, "Hi, I love Bent Ridge." Amy Brown said it looks amazing. We have Monique that said, "I really want to check this place out." And she also said her boyfriend and her have been wanting to go for dinner, so it's definitely on their list. Lots of comments.
Oh, fantastic! Yeah, come up for grill night. That's always fun. You can see on our website what it is that we're serving that particular night. Is there always a Thursday evening, or there's the regular menu. So this is an Argentinian parrilla or grill, and it. I'm not sure if that picture shows it, but on one side there is a big basket, and that is full of big. It's made out of
can kind of see right here.
rebar. Yeah, and that gets filled with wood, and that burns for a couple of hours, and as those ashes come down, they get pushed over, and it's made exactly the way that you will see them anywhere in South America. It's rebar and 1-inch angle iron, and I just had a friend of mine, Al Sims, another place you should go check out, who does all kinds of magnificent iron art, flowers and trees, and just amazing stuff that he's incredibly capable. But it's just the way that it's done in most places in South America.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
The fireplace there actually reminds me of the one in your old backyard on Berlin Street.
Yes.
Really cool.
I only have one idea. I just take it with me everywhere I go.
If it works, keep it going, right? That's the idea. So I have one last question, and this might be hypothetical. It might be in the works already. I'm really not sure, but every business will, grow and contract and expand further. My question to you is that given the success of Bent Ridge and Windsor, have you ever considered opening up or expanding into larger urban centers like Halifax or Truro per se, or to have like a small, I hate to use the word a tap room, but like a winery or wine bar that has the products that Bent Ridge makes and sells, but in a larger urban setting to potentially grow from there? Or are you happy where you are right now?
That's a wonderful idea, Andrew. Do you want to go in on that? Do you want to you run it and
Glenn, don't even start. Don't start.
I have thought of that, and at some point in time when I'm not spending 80 or 90 hours a week there, I may take that on. We've actually been asked by a couple of people that had spaces that they wanted to put someone in. Do you want to come in here and run this and bring your product in and so on and so forth? And yes, at some point in time, I'd love to do that, but there's so much going on there at the moment that to try to run two places, I would go nuts. So it's
Well, I think that it's perfect, and I think that if you're looking to get up to Windsor and go see it, you should definitely.
And if you want to talk about expansion a little bit more, bring a case of wine to my house and we can chat for a couple of hours. Feasibility for that.
yeah, absolutely.
All right, so this is what we're going to do. So we have a few trivia questions for the audience. A few of them are Bent Ridge related and a couple, I think, Leaman Murray related. Simon has made them up, and we are actually giving away a couple Bent Ridge cards. How about that? What does the audience think? Because I've had lots of comments about people wanting to go. So what we'll do is, I think, Simon, how many trivia questions do you have?
I have 5 here.
All right, so we got 5 trivia questions, and what we're going to do is the first person to answer the question, Melissa will write their name down, and then we will spin, and we will give away 2 $25 Bent Ridge cards. So I'm going to go get them. And Simon, do you want to start?
Sure.
Wait. Oh, no, I missed the first part of the talk. Oh, Monique, we are giving away 2 $25 Bent Ridge gift cards so that you lovely people can go up and check it out because so many people have been saying they'd love to go. So first person to answer, Melissa will write their name down. And, we have some very excited people here. Woo. And Melissa will write their name down, and then she'll stick them on the wheel, and we will spin twice and give away 2 cards. All right, Simon, did you want to start?
Sure. All right. So first trivia question is, where did the bottle design come from?
So if everyone was listening. All right, so what specifically are you asking for here? Where did the bottle design
There's a specific country that was mentioned where the bottles were found and brought in from.
Here we go. Here's the answers. We got Mexico, Italy, France.
He wasn't listening.
Mexico, Italy.
I think Julie Greeno got it.
It's actually a hybrid answer. I think both.
It was mentioned there. The third person.
All right, Glenn. The answer is
France.
France. Julie, your name's down. Julie is excited. I know Julie is.
So everyone knows Julie is a paralegal at Patterson Law, a fantastic law firm that we refer a lot of business to. She has been a huge advocate of our team and our brand as well. So, Glenn, she will likely go to your institution, and
she only has her name in. She hasn't won yet.
No, but I'm giving a background. She will likely go and shout it from the rooftops.
Yeah,
all right.
Went to school together way back.
Ask for me, Julie, when you get there. If I'm around.
All right. Question number 2.
All right. When or is there a time that the restaurant is not open, or is it open year round?
Tricky question. If people weren't listening.
I missed the question. What was it?
Where were you?
My kids were knocking on the door.
I think people should keep in mind statutory holidays.
What?
I think we have an answer.
The answer is.
Well, we got. Oh, you must have asked.
When is the restaurant open all year round, or does it close?
Year round. We got Adam Tracy. I'm pretty sure the answer is year round, right?
It's year round. Somebody said no at the start, but it would be year round, right?
Yeah. So from what I'm seeing, it looks like Hannah Coburn is the first one.
Nope.
No,
Adam Tracy. Are you looking on Facebook?
Yeah, I am.
So sometimes what people see on Facebook is not actually
You
what it
guys
is.
can see better than me, so.
Yeah,
We're gonna put Adam's name down.
we look on what's here in our back screen,
Who's
and
mine?
it was Adam Tracy.
All right.
So true. Bent Ridge is open
True.
year round. So when
The
it's
only,
snowing,
the only time we're closed is Christmas Day, Boxing Day,
I
and
was
New
just gonna say, are you closed Christmas?
Year. Closed on Christmas Day. We're open almost all the time, it seems.
it seems like it feels that way.
It feels
I
that.
definitely want to go in the winter. It'd be cool, I think. So you don't
Yeah,
really
I
think about it.
Yes,
All
it
right.
would be cool in the winter.
I
Kind of
just
a
meant like
follow-up question
aliens
to
would
all
be
of these.
cool, but it would also be chilly.
So kind of a follow-up question to this. We didn't really say the name, but it came up on the webpage that Melissa so kindly showed to us. What is the name of the restaurant?
I did show this, and I
We
kept
did
it on
not say. We didn't say that.
We didn't say it, but we showed it. Or
Yeah.
people went there for
Google is getting a lot of activity right now.
Bent Ridge. Hey, I'm disappointed in Debbie.
No answers yet?
Nope.
Yeah.
No good answers anyway.
No correct answers.
The name of the restaurant, not the wine,
Not the winery.
Not
So
the wine, not the beer, not the cider or anything like that, just the restaurant.
Name of the restaurant.
So everything has a different name. It is something at Bent Ridge. And I don't know if I can give hints or not. You guys have to tell me the rules. But
Yeah, go ahead. Do
Maybe
it.
drop a hint.
Yeah. So
well, it means fire in a different language.
I know this, so I can't say
I
anything.
know this too.
Starts with an F.
So there are three languages that you can pick from.
Oh, there we go. Adam.
All right, Adam's being a show off now.
He spelled it wrong. He did spell it wrong, but it is, I know what he's trying to say.
Fuego.
Fuegos. Yeah.
And is there
Fantastic.
a meaning behind the name of the restaurant?
What is it?
Like,
For
is there
that
a meaning
particular
behind
name, so the design, though it looks pretty Italian, is Italian and South American. I have a strong connection to Mexico and South America. The colors, the cooking, and so on. Yeah, there it is. And so it's a combination. If you look at the colors inside the dining room, they would probably be more along the lines of Argentina or Colombia. The washrooms, if anyone, I don't know if there's any pictures on there of the bathrooms.
Oh, the washrooms are epic.
Yeah, they are very interesting and unique. I like.
Yeah, they're all
I
hand
was down south.
Yeah, they're all hand painted
There's a picture of the
toilets and sinks from Mexico. They do beautiful work down there. And the tile on the floor there, and the tile, and all the tile is from Mexico. So there's those are probably more hacienda style doors that I built for the front and side entrance than they are Italian. But anyway, there's a combination between those different things. So some of the names of the wines and so on are in Italian. Some of the other things like Fuego is Spanish. So I didn't quite settle on one or the other. So it is a combination of both.
I love it.
It's amazing how nicely it ties in together between the two cultures to kind of blend them in. It's great.
We could just make a general statement in saying it's very Western Mediterranean.
All right, so that was question what? 3?
3.
Yeah.
Adam got that one again.
Okay, question 4.
All right, so because it is approaching to that fall time of year, Leaman Murray generally puts on an annual event for our clients and past, future, and present. What is the name of our annual fall event?
Whoop,
Rebecca
that
got
was great on that.
She was ready. She's
like
like, I'm excited.
And she knew.
Like she knew. We have a lot of clients on the screen tonight.
We do.
All right, Rebecca is correct. Picks and Pumpkins. It's our annual client event that we do up in, I don't even know what area it's called, up in
Fort
Starport.
Williams.
Fort Williams, and we go to the farm there, and we treat all of our past clients and current clients, and the people who refer us too. We treat them to a family day, so it's a very awesome event, and it'll be a little bigger this year, and we can't wait to all the people who have RSVP'd. I can't remember the number. What was it? 45
families.
45
We have
families.
175 guests coming.
Yeah.
Wow.
So very excited. Yeah. So who got that one? Rebecca. You wrote that name down, Melissa?
I got
All right.
it.
Last question. And then we're going to draw 2 gift cards to the Bent Nail, the Bent Ridge.
All right. So this is a question that's going to scare a lot of people once they get the answer. How many more days till Christmas?
Including today or not including today?
Including today.
Okay. Max is going to ask me that tomorrow, so it's good to know. So
Prepared.
Let's see the answers. 35. Nope.
Nope.
Hannah just says no.
Is not enough an answer?
Yeah.
That's what Trish just said. Not enough.
Yeah, but Trish.
Monique
And then we got Amy Brown.
Yeah.
Amy Brown came in at 102, and then Monique
That's it.
102. Hannah said LOL. Andrea said 102. 102 was it, right, Simon?
Correct. Yep. It's
All right.
102 days till Christmas.
That's Amy.
102 days. Amy Brown, your name's in. Debbie said 103. You're going to have to talk with Debbie, Melissa.
Debbie's not doing well tonight. I don't know.
Debbie.
Let's bring up the wheel and see who won the first gift card.
Okay. Is everyone like holding their breath? It was almost you, Rebecca. It almost was.
I'm gonna stop.
All right. First person to get the $25 gift card, Amy Brown. Congratulations. All right, let's go gift card number 2.
She's now off.
And Adam Tracy. Gift card. Oh, let's put it the right way. Gift card number 2, $25. All right, guys, that's
Fantastic.
so exciting. And we're so happy to, we buy your wine throughout the year, and we usually will pop up. I bought so many gift cards last time. I'm not through them all yet.
Well, thank you guys so much for supporting us in the way that you do. It's remarkable. Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, we appreciate, there's so many people that, support us. We wouldn't, you guys know more than anyone, we wouldn't be who we are without the people who support us.
Yeah.
So we feel the exact same way, and any way we can give back to the community, especially, the people who have used and supported us, then we absolutely will.
And before you leave, Glenn, I will say the story behind the last gift card purchase was me about a year ago. That's how many we bought. We were at our campground at the time, and I brought my nephew with me because he was being lazy, and I said, you're going to come and help me lift the cases of wine into the truck. So he came with me, and on the highway on the way to there, once we passed the Clockmakers Inn, we killed 2 birds on the way there, and mortified him beyond belief. And then when we got there, it took almost 35 minutes for your staff to process all the gift cards that we bought. He was pulled out of his tree, and he was like, Uncle, please, can we leave now? And I'm like, no, we're going to the car. So that's the story behind the last purchase. I think we bought, 50 or something like that, or more?
Oh my God.
There was a bunch of wine. Well, and actually, we bought so much wine that one of the girls forgot to ring a whole case in, and so we were like, "Come back!" We had to come get your money. But yeah, no, I think we just ran out of wine probably a couple months ago. That's how long it's been.
Yeah.
And
We get lots more. And something I was going to mention is that every year on the middle of October, and probably the 15th this year, we do a harvest party. So this is when we start picking our grapes. We will post it on our website and on Facebook and so on. But we're going to use this big event tent that we have. We're going to have live music. There will be food and drink, and get a few hours labor out of people. Usually it's a beautiful, crisp autumn day, and people can come pick some grapes and listen to some music and have some wine or beer and something to eat. So throw that out.
As long as we're not doing anything, I say count us in.
I will warn you though, Glenn. When I lived in Germany, my landlady at the time, she's my quintessential Oma away from Omas. She had a vineyard as well. She made Riesling wine, and I spent my entire time eating the grapes and not producing anything for anyone. So I can come, but it comes at a price.
Okay. Well, usually we get a couple of hours out of people, and then once they have a glass of wine and a slice of pizza or some chili, then they slow down incredibly.
I imagine.
You have to get the whip out then.
I'll watch that. Awesome.
Well, thank you, Glenn. I appreciate you coming on. It's a real pleasure as always, and thanks for sharing your stories and answering my questions. And if you have anything else you'd like to contribute, by all means, reach out anytime. And we're your family as much as you are ours as well. So don't be shy. And hopefully we can see you during the festival you mentioned. So
fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you so
for
much
everybody else, we do still have Bent Ridge on our wheel. So if you didn't win the gift card tonight through trivia, if your name's called, you still can land on the gift cards. Okay.
Fantastic.
Awesome.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Have a great night, Glenn.
Great night.
You too. Thanks.
All right. Okay. Well, there's a long one. 1 hour, 3 minutes in. I think we have to do a couple more spins.
I agree.
And we'll call it a night. What does everyone else think? Do we want to spin? Let me see what the audience thinks. Monique said, thank you. Jamie said, I'm in. Jamie, you're going to come up with us and pick some grapes with Glenn and the team. Andrea says, hi, you beautiful people. I miss you. We miss you too.
Yeah, Andrea, you're all right.
Thank you. Okay. So, not much real estate tonight, and that's okay. You guys don't need to hear us talk about real estate all the time. Monique said, yes, I'm on a supper break. Okay. So what we're going to do is let's get the spin wheel up with the names. Let's spin a couple more times. Then I'll do, Andrea said, never mind. I don't miss Andrew. And then we'll say goodnight. I think that, it's that time. It's 8:00. So we've already given away 3 gifts. Let's spin the wheel. I don't know. Let's say 3 more times at least. And then we'll call it a night. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, baby.
Kelly Wilson. All right, so winner number 4. Kelly Elliott Wilson. All right. So let's see what Kelly's going to win. And
a Bent Ridge card.
Bent Ridge.
That's
Like a
awesome.
Bent Ridge kind of night. Congratulations. Music go.
I think you turned off.
Oh, there we go. I think it's just leg.
Let's do
There
another
we go.
spin. Ready for another spin?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, baby.
Done. Winner number 5. How much feather is this? SLC.
One more. Can't hear you, man.
What are you
There we
saying?
So the music's really loud. Turn it down.
Oh, is it? My bad. We have 9 people watching. So thank you everyone who stayed till the end. We are going to do one more spin, give away one more prize. Hopefully it's another Bent Ridge. Wouldn't that be exciting?
Or it's the LM.
What? Or the LM. You're right. Because I know I got a $100 gift card sitting back there. There's a 50 and 100. Whatever I stick my hand in and grab. Just before we do our final spin, real estate market's still great. We're still in the seller's market. I think we did our team meeting on Tuesday. I think that's yesterday. And we're still about 3 months of inventory for Nova Scotia, which is still a seller's market. It has cooled down a little bit for buyers. You are able to start getting things under asking, depending on the area and what it is. There is still a little bit of competing going on. It really just depends on what the house is or what the property is. So it's a little bit of an anomaly right now. Seller's market, so you're still getting good prices, but the buyers are still now able to, get some homes at a decent price. Things have steadied slightly. If you are thinking about buying, think about selling, maybe investing, our wonderful agents do all of that. Multi-units, if you're thinking about becoming a landlord, maybe building some equity for your future, we can definitely help you out. First-time home buyers, we are your best friends. We'll help you through the process. And, tonight spotlight is on Andrew Murray and Simon Hinsa, who Andrew actually specializes. They both do everything, but Andrew likes to specialize in multi-units and investment properties. And, you can give him a call and pick his brain, even if you're not really ready to become an investor. If you just like to dip your toe in and learn a little bit, he would be more than happy to have a conversation with you. Simon, you've worked with a lot of first-time home buyers, a little bit of multi-unit, residential, and you've done some condo. So, if anyone's looking to, again, buy, sell, or maybe try investing, or if you're a seasoned investor and you're looking for some off-market stuff, these boys are who you want to be in contact with. So, whether you reach out to Melissa to try to get a hold of them, jump on our website, leamanmurray.ca, or you message them personally. We have Andrew at leamanmurray.ca or Simon at leamanmurray.ca. We made it real easy for you. It is our absolute pleasure to help you out and bring you on to our Leaman Murray family. If you just know someone who is thinking about buying, selling, or investing, and you want to pass their name along, either pass our name to them, but we would 100% love if you'd pass their name to us. Let us make the connection and go from there, because these boys are wonderful. Everyone on the team is wonderful. That's my plug for tonight, right? We wouldn't be able to do this without everybody, right? We wouldn't be able to do our amazing events. We wouldn't be able to do any of the things we do with you guys. So we appreciate it. Everybody who supports us, we appreciate it. And let's do our final spin. Thank you very much, everyone.
Yeah, baby.
Rebecca's saying, LM.
Good night for Adam.
Hey,
Adam's the winner tonight. Holy cow.
Adam.
He won a lot last month too, I think.
Oh, yeah? Horseshoe.
There are new
Adam,
ones. There are new
crazy.
winners.
All right.
From
And
one horseshoe to another, congratulations.
NSLC. Awesome.
So he has a Bent and an MSLC.
Right? Okay, that's it, everyone. Thank you so much. We will be back, I don't know, October something. Where's my book? It's October something. Anybody know?
Obviously, October something.
Oh, there's my book.
I think it's October 19th.
Oh, that's my nephew's birthday. How funny.
October 19th. Yes, we typically do it on the Thursday, but just so everybody knows, we're doing it on Wednesday nights because Miss Melissa went back to school. And she can't
School on
do it on
Thursday.
Thursday nights anymore. And because we love Melissa so much, and because she runs everything, we are doing it on Wednesday nights for the next little bit. So, yes, October 19th. I think that's what we said.
Yes, October 19th. I'm looking at it.
Awesome. October 19th, we will see you back. 7 p.m. live with Leaman Murray, October edition. Thank you all for coming out. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
I'll put up my music for a couple seconds.
Oh, Andrew's like, God! They're like, I'm God.
I know. Right? I appreciate you. Have a good night, everyone. Oh.